Sul, hello. Yes, that's fine. Oh my goodness. Okay, Sul, hello, and Labas. I was just trying to do the introduction and I set them to just talk to each other. Oh my goodness, you guys are seeing this real time, what just happened. So today's gotten off to a bit of a rocky start. Um, I forgot to press play initially for the background rolls, etc., etc. But this is Alexis's new wife. We weren't gonna meet her until just a little bit. She has very blonde hair, very red eyebrows, actually. Her name is Anna, but they just became soulmates out of nowhere. That's crazy to me. Alexis is both simultaneously the luckiest and unluckiest sim ever. Um, they don't even have super high romance, but good for you two. Good for you two. So anyways, as I was trying to say, Sul, hello, and Labas. Today is 1391. It's day 1. I think it's Sunday. And we're here starting with Alexis Miskinnis and his new wife. Technically, today's episode ought to really be the decade in review. But to be honest, decades in review I find quite tedious to do. I've mentioned this before. I'm not going to belabor the point. So anyways, long story short, I'm not doing the decade in review this week. I'll do it next week instead. But I just didn't. I didn't have it in me this week. I didn't have it in me. Sorry about that. Speaking of the plague rolls, I did notice in editing, way after the fact, that there was a mistake. When Juniper failed her roll, it stressed me out so much that I was taking notes about who was failing as I went. And when she failed that roll, oh, yes, yes. I wasn't gonna make them woohoo, but I wanted them to woohoo on their own because Alexis still has 3 baby tries, and I'm not against them having more children now that we know that Ludmina is in trouble. Ludmina also chose to contract an ailment, so that's fun. But when Juniper failed her roll, I completely forgot to roll for her sister Heather, and so that messed up all of the plague rolls that came after her. The reason why that's a problem is because the plague rolls that came after her were actually quite a lot. And so it would have dramatically changed the outcome. For example, these are the Sims that we would have lost. As you can see, that would have almost been worse because one family would have completely finished its legacy. All of Beatrix's family's adults would have died, which would have meant that her children were orphaned overseas. They could have gone in with Edmund and Alvar, and that would have been a fine solution, but I'm kind of glad that we didn't have to fall back on that. All of the Hagen children would have failed, and perhaps we could have still saved one, but maybe not. You never know. Also, both Esmond and Hope would have died, and that would mean that we would have lost our only heir and our only hope, literally, for a child. And at that point, I don't know what we would have done. That was like my worst nightmare going into those roles, that both Esmond and Hope failed their role. Because, first of all, the nobles aren't going to come back to be peasants. So that means Edmund and Beatrix's kids cannot become heirs. Same with Genevieve and Pompey. Like, Pompey is not going to have his kids become peasants. There's no way. So that means that they would be out as well. Okay, I guess you can have a tea if you want one. Go ahead, go ahead. Our next closest heir is Harold, who died in 1384, and at that point it's going, it would have to be one of Graham's kids. However, Cole's whole family died except for the girls. Bessa's kids are currently missing, and Cade only has his 2 young children with him now, the one boy who is set to inherit the blacksmithing business and his daughter. At that point, if none of them could have become heir, we would have had to go all the way up to one of Esmond's siblings. Grey's entire line is now nobles, so they would have been out, and it just would have been an absolute mess. Like, we'd have had to pull in somebody from somewhere. I don't even know where we would have gotten somebody. So by the time that I realized it was obviously too late, all of the Sims had been taken care of. And even, well, yeah, so things could have been very different. Could have been, but this is the way it is. I'm not going to go back and change it now. It would take a lot of work to like bring everybody back to life and eliminate the others and redo all of that. So I'm afraid that is what it is. Oh, my bad, my bad. Also, here are the rules for the Lithuanian Sims. Sophia's house will be first. Of course, Sophia is the matriarch. She's fine. What about her daughter, Egla? Oh my gosh. What about Egla's husband, Bronislavis? Oh my gosh. Both? Sophia has had the curse of having to live to see every single one of her children die before her. She's had to live to see every single child she's ever had die before she has. It's awful. Poor Sophia. What about Egla and Bronislavis's children? Philip first. Audra. Valava. And Leia. At least her grandchildren survived, as seems to be the way. Speaking of Sophia's grandchildren, what about Agna of Narva and Yulo of Ravenwood? They're fine. In terms of another side household, what about Jalva? She's fine because she's older. Her husband and her son that she had in the background. So her family is spared. Next, it's the main Miss Guinness's Tasman first. She's fine. What about Swayoni? Povilis. Thank God. Gedwiga. And the baby. Oh. Dang, dude. Next up, Raphael's house. Raphael first. Whoo, Jillian. Riotous. Andreas. Oh my god. Domus. Oh my gosh. That's rough. At least Jillian and Raphael survived. They have a good number of baby tries left, but gosh, that's brutal. And the last household is one that I personally care about very, very deeply. It is Alexis's household. It is the last of Seamus's blood, basically. Oh no, I have a bad feeling. Of Olde first. Of course. Alexis is saved. His twin Stylida is fine. Ludmina. Oh, they get to live. Okay. I think that Evalda would be happy with that if she knew that if she died, then they would be fine. So I'm gonna take that and be happy with that too, even though I love Evalda. Thank you, Evalda, for your sacrifice to save these guys. Luckily, I was able to save Povilus's baby, who it's very popular to name Vilcus. That is a suggestion. And Ritus, who's Raphael's son. So it was much better odds at pleading for the Lithuanian Sims than it was for our other Sims. But we are past the plague now. We're on to happier times. And sorry, I paused it for that, but the day was getting away from us. It was already 11, and I have things that we've got to do here today, you know? Oh, you're not the right Sim to be organizing this, sorry. I cannot believe that they became soulmates. That's so wild. That's so wild to me. You and your new husband can be the potluck people. Okay, so we're gonna have a potluck. This is organized by Anna. Anna is Alexis's new wife. She's a little bit sweaty from their adventures outdoors. She is a perfectionist, generous, and squeamish, and she really wants to be a mom. So she's very happy that her new husband comes with 2 ready-made daughters. She's a little bit younger than her husband. She's only at the beginning of her young adult life stage. And she is just happy to be here with these girls. Could you go ahead and wait, do you have any cooking skill? She might not have any skills because sometimes I forget to do these things. Oh, you're off to go watch the flock of birds. Instead, could you please, has anybody arrived? Hello, please. Hurry, everyone. And I might just go ahead and one thing, just to make our lives a little bit easier. Look away from the modern technology. It does not exist. It does not exist in our reality. So Anna knows a few people in the area who are a little bit more well off, let's say, than others. Thank you for bringing some food. Do you want to come and say hello? This is a mother of one of the families that are invited, the Meduses. They have got a honey farm, actually. Well, it's not really a farm, it's wild. They have a wild honey forest that they take control of. Actually, do you want to meet the son? Thanks. And when you get a chance, you also meet the son too. And where is everyone? They're taking so long to load in. Like, what's going on? Hello? Oh my goodness, somebody just met their soulmate. Oh my goodness. Dilita just met her soulmate and this guy, Bennis. I'm gonna call him Ben. But here he is. His family are, like I was trying to say, some honey farmers, honey exporters and wax exporters. So they're actually pretty wealthy. It was a really big trade in Lithuania at the time. I didn't expect them to find their soulmates. I mean, I hoped, of course, but I didn't expect it. She doesn't have any attraction or compatibility with them, but that's fine. Where is the other family? I think she's pregnant. Look at how fast her bladder is going down. Look at how fast her hunger is going down. Sorry, how fast her hunger is going down. Can you go and say hello to this guy? And he is from the other family. They're the horse breeder family. I'm just gonna let them do their thing, do their thing. Wow, a soulmate. Could you please compliment, well, you can thank her for coming. And can you please compliment her potluck item as well? That's polite. Oh, Ludmina has attraction to him. That's nice. You can like show off your outfit, I guess, and discuss all the relationships. I don't know. Oh, you can meet his sister too. This is his sister. She's really cute. Gosh, it's Soulmate Central out here. Can you call everyone to the meal? Is this a baked Alaska? Golly, her bladder. Good grief. So here is the daughter of the horse breeders. She's super cute, super cute. She's a classic sort of well-off lady. So these are all trading families. They all do trade. That's kind of like their job. And so, thanks. And so they will give the girls a better opportunity in life. And Anna doesn't mind setting it up because she quite likes, you know, helping people out, helping people to be happy. Girlfriend, you're killing me here. Oh, okay, finally, some other people are coming. So this lady here is the father, or the father, my goodness. It has been a crazy start. And it's already 2 p.m. She is the mother of the horse breeder family. And so she has, where did you put that food? Oh gosh, she put it somewhere. See, there is food here somewhere, but I don't know where she put it. Dang it. It's here somewhere, but it's hidden from my view. um, so let's recap. So we have two trader merchant families here. One of them, her husband, I don't know where her, oh, this is her husband. That's right. These guys are the honey traders. So it's her. She's very cute. Her husband, Rimgaila, they don't have the best relationship. I won't lie to you. And their teenage son, Ben, it's really Bennis, but Ben for us. They also have a younger daughter, but she's not here. She wasn't invited. In addition, we've also got the horse breeders. Here's one of the guys. He's the younger of the two brothers. And I don't know where the rest of his family is, except for his sister has come, and so has his mother. They are pretty good. So are these guys. They've got a lot of money from, I guess, her merchant family and everything else. Can you get some food? No, because you can't find it either. That's very annoying that the food is somewhere over here and we don't know where. It's also very annoying that the other Sims haven't showed up, you know? So far today, several Sims have become soulmates with other Sims. Oh, you could say hi. This is the father of Anna. Anna became soulmates with Alexis abruptly. That's the first thing that threw me off. And then Dailita became soulmates with Ben, which is crazy. Oh, thank you. Go ahead and grab a serving of that if you don't mind. And good job finding this. I don't know where it was, but it was somewhere. It was somewhere. I was hoping that Ludmina might find somebody that she likes. And so far, she is attracted to everyone, very attracted to everyone, whereas her sister is unattracted to Trevenus and has no attraction either way about anything else, which is kind of funny. So they're just here to do a little meet and greet to get to know some people and to see if they can get along with anybody in the community and set up any matches. Anna's family are quite well off. They're merchants, so they go around delivering goods. So they're quite close with the other families. They sort of help them get their goods to other places in the world. Oh, look at you being so responsible and helpful. So I guess that means that Dilita is going to end up marrying her soulmate, I suppose, in a few years when she comes of age. I don't even know where that guy went. Oh, he's running around. Fantastic. And Ludmina, I don't know. She's the one that we really have to hurry up with because she's the one who has a very limited amount of time and we can't save her. She's already been bled for once before. So there's nothing we can do to save her from what's going to happen soon. Do we have anything we can do for fun? Oh my gosh, what are you doing over there posing like that? Oh, that's cute. What is your personality? Do not do that. Romantically reserved. She just wanted to woohoo with her uncle-in-law. Uncle-in-law. You could talk to finally he showed up. Wait, no, he's been here. No. Wait. Here's the other brother, Erdinus. He's the other brother of the horse breeders. He's so cute. He's my preferred one of the two brothers. He's a bit of a gentle soul. This guy is a glutton. Oh, yep, she's unattracted to him. Interesting. She has very interesting attraction or not to people. Do you want to come and say hi as well? Yeah, I do think Anna has a good reputation. I really do. She's going around cleaning up and things are just chaotic here. I don't know what to say about it. I'm not really sure why it's this chaotic. I just know that it is. And it's a little bit wackadoo. And of course, Ludmina has attraction to him. Oh my gosh, she just became soulmates too. I don't know what's going on. I guess because it's been a minute since I've played with this household. But wow, love at first sight. Hey, can you go ahead and get to know him, please? Get to know his personality. I think that because we haven't played with these guys for a while and they all now are soulmateable, that's how we've ended up getting so many soulmates all at once. But wow, it's crazy. It's exciting. They've decided to take care of everything for themselves. I can't believe that Alexis found another soulmate. I actually never thought he'd find a soulmate again. Sorry, I got distracted. Ludmina learned about his financial status and apparently he's pretty wealthy. It says that's pretty funny. I can't believe that both of the girls found their soulmates today. It's so exciting. Everybody's soulmated up here now. It'll be pretty. Thank you so much for bringing food. It'll be pretty nice to have the chance. Oh, everyone's now adding on more food. Did they just lose friendship? Oh no, that's the wrong sim. What are you doing? Did you just give him money? She just gave him 2,000 simoleons, maybe for organizing all of this, I guess. Yes, you can be family oriented. That's very sweet. Wow, this is some crazy stuff going on. So I guess we've got some wedding bells coming up in the future. I'm excited about that. You can ask about the day, ask about career. He doesn't have one. You can, I don't think he brought up one of those, but that's fine. You can show off your outfit. These are new outfits. Anna got them in from overseas. These are the most, oh my gosh, what's going on? These are the newest fashion. Discuss dating standards. What the heck? So yeah, those are the newest fashion all the way over from Europe that Anna brought in for the girls so that they would have something nice to show off to the other merchant families who also have sorry, they also have the most up-to-date fashion from Europe as well. Um, gosh, this is crazy. I am so overwhelmed by the fact that they met their soulmates. I'm also really glad that she matched with him. He's so cute, and I think he's quite a sweet sim, although I've been on a sim making rampage lately, so I can't say that I'm 100% sure. I do think that we might, after this, take one of the girls on a proper date because she wants to discuss dating standards, which I take to mean that she wants to sort of like set things up. But Ludmina, I think, might be the one that we go out because he seems to be feeling going out on a date, and she also seems to be feeling it, and she's the one that we've got less time with. So we might go ahead and do that. I would have her go. She seems to really want to talk to Ben's mom, which is nice. Okay, go ahead and discuss dating standards with them because I've never seen that before, and probably it's just an old animation that's been reused, but I'd like to know. I'd like to know. I guess we could have invited Jadwiga. They did want to talk to her.
Ooh, Naborf.
Did you talk to him about it? No? Okay, that's fine. Gosh, what a chaotic run. You're welcome to leave as well, Milda. Oh, you're trying to. It's just taking you guys a long time to get in and out. Oh, look at her go. She's flirting all on her own. I only caught it out of the corner of my eye. Oh, cute. Do you want to actually go ahead and ask on a date? Stop talking to your sister quick before he leaves, and that way it'll save us a little bit of time. You know, maybe we can just have a date here. We don't have to go anywhere. Do we? I don't think so. We might go ahead and have a date here. She wants to flirt with him. That's sweet. You can ask if he's single, flirt with him. Hold his hands if you want to. She already wants to go in for her first kiss. Let's discuss his interests. I don't really know sort of like his personality, like I mentioned. At least she's attracted to him, unlike her sister, who's not attracted to really anyone. Aw, he's flirting with us? You can compliment his appearance. You do find him attractive. So he's got charisma skill. I am looking to find out what is your personality, though. Ah, deep conversation. And did you say that you wanted to do a kiss? Oh man, losing Evalda in that plague. I do think that she would have been happy to sacrifice herself. But, oh, yep. Burgeoning love and talks of passing out of this world all in one. Oh my gosh, look at her little face. Oops. My bad. And then she laughs awkwardly afterwards. Oh my goodness, buddy. Classic. Oh. Okay, we couldn't get anywhere, thank goodness. Do you want to... We need to do a passionate kiss, and I see that you can not, apparently, cannot. My bad. You can offer him a rose. Sure, you're teenagers, I imagine it is steamy. And I'm tempted to just say, hey, do you want to be partners? I think that it went pretty well with their families, and I think that they are planning to get married, so thanks for turning away from me. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Can we do a passionate kiss now? Yes. I don't know what the others are up to. Oh. You may use the bathroom and then go to sleep. And as for you, you can, I guess, go jogging if you want to. I think that he's actually trying to keep an eye on his daughter. You can empty that and then go to the bathroom, keeping an eye out the window. Wow, that was... I don't... Oh my goodness, this is just the general in-game one. I can't believe that it suggested that, but you don't have to tell me twice. We'll do just a sneaky one. When I'm playing this challenge, because we move from family to family so often, the Sims kind of exist in like a intermittent, don't go out there! They kind of exist in a strange in-between kind of a place. Can you go ahead and grab a serving? She's really shocked to see that. She's really shocked to see that. Sorry. They exist in a kind of weird in between age place where they're simultaneously the age that they actually are in the challenge while also being not exactly their own age for the purpose of trying to move the story along and preparing for, um, them to be ready to move forward with their lives. Why are you angry? Oh, because she's grieving for her grandmother. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. While we're here, though, I am going to go ahead and finish talking about the Lithuanian history. I did mean to do it last year. I'm so sorry, bud. He's so sad. So the last time we were talking about Lithuanian history, we were talking about how Henry Bolingbroke, who is John of Gaunt's son, was marching with the Order, who were allied with Vytautas and a Lithuanian army against Jogaila. So there's a bit of a civil war going on, and they were able to escape the barricades and traps set by Jogaila's brother Stabby Skirgaila and more or less destroy that fighting force. At which point they marched on to the capital city of Vilnius. Something that's I think kind of interesting is that the general people there saw them coming and they wanted to show that they were friendly or maybe they wanted to show that they were friendly or maybe even on their side. So they marched out in a procession to meet them. However, the Crusaders and company didn't exactly receive that in the spirit that it was intended and they attacked them. So it was kind of sad because they ended up killing a Franciscan friar, and they chased off all of the other unarmed villagers who'd come to meet them, and then they set fire to the suburbs surrounding Vilnius. Their initial main target when they got into the city was the old castle, which was more of a wooden fort at this point, and it housed most of the city's artillery and foreign goods. Jogaila's men fought hard, and the fighting for this location was intense because it was in a pivotal location, but eventually the Order and company broke through one of the outer walls. At that point, it was an Englishman waving the Lancastrian banner that led the Crusader company through, and at that point, they slaughtered around 1,000 warriors and refugees and took hold of the location. It became the location where the Crusaders held while trying to make their move on the new castle. It was especially good for the Order and company because Vytautas had a lot of supporters in the city, and these followers and supporters, they kept bringing food to them and they helped keep them strong. However, they were also short on gunpowder and time because a deadline that would end the fighting was fast approaching, and they knew it. It didn't help them that the new castle was also well guarded because Jogaila had bought and placed cannons on the walls, which for a long time the Lithuanians didn't have access to cannons. But his marriage to Jadwiga allowed him to purchase those from the rest of Western Europe finally. And so the longbowmen that Henry Bolingbroke had brought with him were not enough in numbers to be able to drive the men from the wall, and they were kind of stuck in a holding pattern for a while. Eventually, the weather turned bad, and at one point, the Prussian military that was fighting with them said that their period of service was over. But the final nail in the coffin of this battle was that a truce had been negotiated and was about to take effect, which would end the fighting anyways. I guess everybody's just awake and keeping an eye on everything that's going on, except for Anna. Anna's taking herself to bed. I can't believe that he's holding out his traits on us like this. It's really driving me crazy, but I guess what can you do? What can you do? So the Order said, you know what, we're satisfied with what we've accomplished. We made our point, and we showed that we could pose a serious threat to you, even if we didn't get a full victory. So they ended up marching home. Henry Bolingbroke stayed in Königsberg for the winter, maybe because of trade dealings, and he seems to have made friends while he was there. It's kind of interesting because his financial records for this time, I don't know why they keep getting into arguments, but the financial records for his time over there are really well tracked. And so we know that the cost of his trip was about 2,000 pounds or 3,000 marks and then money, which the internet estimates to be about 1.2 million pounds sterling in today's money. Just his trip there. So crazy. Meanwhile, Vytautas found himself staying with the Order for now because he's now working with them against his cousin while making political alliances that continue to put pressure on his cousin. But the battle for Lithuania is not over yet. And that's where we're going to leave these guys for now because I've got Sims that I've got to go deal with in the background. So I will see you in the morning at the next household. All right, here we are with the Mackay home, where things, of course, have changed pretty dramatically. As we know, A is now the last sole survivor of the Mackays. His parents passed away last episode, and his sister passed away because of the bad winter. He is actually now, well, we'll get to him in just a second, but in the background, here's what's been happening in England since the plague. I'm probably going to be showing you from map view. So, in this general area of like where the main family live, which is Henford on Bagley and Game, a few things have changed. So, obviously, we have the Martins living over here, as we know. I've added in a new restaurant because I thought it could be nice, but the Harrodales, which are one of Dovile's descendants, they're actually Greystrokes, technically. They have moved over here to what I believe now is a cursed lot. My bad. And the other Greystrokes, the other ones of Dovile's line, have moved to the old Greystroke Manor. It wasn't uncommon that in times that were tough, people would actually move to cities, particularly after the Great Famine or during the Great Famine. People moved to cities in massive amounts because the lords who ran the cities would keep a surplus of food. However, there also were more people in the cities, and there wasn't enough land to allow for hunting and gathering to pick up the slack during times of famine or during times of sickness when people couldn't work in the fields. And so this led to what is called a estranged diet, which is when there's a slow decrease in food quality. First, after the food runs out, people would eat animals that were not frequently consumed, animals like cats, dogs, and horses. Then, when that ran out, they would turn to worse animals like rats to eat, and eventually to rotten food like grains, then organic inedibles like grass. And ultimately, we know that during times of famine and plague, some people had to resort as well to pretty dark stuff like cannibalism. So, I think that the Greystrokes have lived in the city for a few years. They've noticed that things have gotten worse and they've seen the horrors that come with times of trouble there. And they decided that they were going to take their chances and move back to the countryside and have moved here to this estate. In addition, over in the city, um, Gunther, I was going to move into the former Greystroke home, which is this teensy weensy little surf home. However, Gunther, had been quite a successful pirate. He had, like, almost 90,000 simoleons from pirating. I don't know where he got them from, he just did. And so he is now in the city using his money to hide the fact that he once was a pirate, and he is married to his, formerly servant wife, where they're raising their daughter, and they just welcomed another baby yesterday successfully. So it's kind of funny because he obviously was a pirate, but he did better for himself than I even realized that he was going to. In addition, Bess is here living with Cade and her father. She's happy to be here, but both Cade and Bess have been through pretty rough times, and Cade is still missing Prudence. He doesn't know where she is. Just because we know where she is doesn't mean that he does. So it's pretty sad. Speaking of Alaric and Prudence, they recently went on a trip and they're now living over here. They have something new, some new technology that they think will help them with their goal to find and eliminate the occults. But that's a story for another time. In the countryside where the nobles are, the Hoggins, oh, that's not the Hoggins. The Hoggins are waiting on word because historically, there's no way that Raoul would get to keep this estate. It's massive. He's not of noble blood. Just because he had a stepfather who ran it, it doesn't mean that he would get it. The crown would either take it back or give it to someone else if there was no other family member. And especially since Richard is king right now, and he quite famously takes someone else's estate, you'll find out in this decade. It's a very impactful thing that he does in terms of history. But I don't think that he would look past an estate that generated 1,000,000 simoleons, which is what Evelyn won through the lottery. And so a distant cousin of Allison, who unfortunately passed away last episode, is going to inherit everything. He's currently on his way here, and I've decided that the game will decide what happens to the Hoggins. The new lord legally owns the land, but if he gets along with Raul, he will leave Raul as the caretaker of the land, which is what Raul has been doing for the past several years now at this point. But if he doesn't get along with them, he will send them packing, at which point they will be at the mercy of whatever Raul's stepfather, Walter the Careful, left for him, which we haven't discovered yet precisely what that is. So it is a very tenuous situation for them, truly. In addition, in terms of Pompey, a lot of us do want Pompey to marry Genevieve. We can see them being together. In my mind, I'd always seen her kind of as being married to somebody else and having an illicit relationship with him in the background, because I think Pompey is quite proper and he likes to do things the proper way, even though he's also very much a feelings guy. Now, his situation is very complicated because his father is telling him, hey, love is great, but having respect, having status, and having protection for your line and your legacy is even greater. Your kids are still pretty young, and any children you would have with a woman who was a peasant would not be given the same respect as the children that you're going to have with a noble woman. So, if anything happens to these two boys who were products of a noble and noble arrangement, um, then that could put your family legacy at risk. I don't know what Pompey will do about that, so you guys have to let me know in the comments, what do you think Pompey would do? I could see him going either way, and we'll just go with whatever the comments say we should do. Last step in terms of like what's going on in the background, Dagny has taken Rune to a cabin that she has far away from anyone. You guys will see more about this soon. And she is currently trying to figure out what it means to be a werewolf, what affects werewolves, what makes them react positively or negatively, and what does it mean to have werewolf blood. So she's currently in the process of doing kind of experiments with him, and we'll just see how that goes. So back to the Mackeys. Here we are with Kieran and his new wife. That's right. He got married. Here she is. Do you want to put on some not PJs, my good friend? I haven't had a chance to update her outfits to be our colors, but here she is. Her name is Morel. Morel Vance, formerly Vance, now Mackie, although I don't think the game has changed her surname yet. Oh, Vancey, my bad. She will become a young adult in 9 days. A himself will become a young adult in 5 days. Oh my gosh, she has an ancient bloodline? Dude, I didn't know that about you. You're competitive? And you have bad competitive spirit and a spa membership? What? Oh, he aged up without me, so that's why. And he's adventurous. Interesting. That's probably good because something might happen in the future that will make them run. She is a snob and self-absorbed. I'm sorry, I didn't remember her traits. She's a snob and self-absorbed. They've been soulmates for a really, really long time, and they finally got married. I do think it's helping A to have somebody here to help him get through the grief of losing his family, because he seems to be doing pretty well, actually, emotionally, I mean. Gosh, he got all of these. He has a turn off of a sense of humor. And his turn-ons are broke. Oh my goodness, you know, the things that you find out when you just go when you don't visit any sim like the Sims for a while and then you pop by. Yeah, so they're married and they are happy to be together. They've been soulmates for several years and are finally together. Which I think that she's quite happy about because she was having to work for money before, and I don't think that she prefers working for money. And A is pretty wealthy. Like they did lose their noble status. So if you guys don't remember, a few years ago, well, like half a decade ago almost, Rhiannoch and Grania came to the war camp where Gree and Kennard were, and they wreaked havoc. It was very obviously magical in nature. It was very obvious that things were going wrong. And so
Oh, my
Kieran
nerves are
was
going to
Hello.
suspected of
pieces.
spellcraft, at which
Ooh,
point he was
nimble
exiled and he had to
Oh,
run
come
away.
on.
So he has been
Spell
hiding in
pencil.
plain sight for all of these years. He kind of like took
Melty.
on alternate names. He took on different sort of, I don't know, um, like disguises and stuff over the years until finally enough time went on that he felt like he could come back here.
Oh,
And so that's why they're here now. But that means that A is not a noble. He is just a very wealthy sim. And they kind of like stay out of the eye of, I don't know, noble society just in case. Although I guess now that's probably not going to
Yabasani.
affect anything.
Thorough
Um,
purful,
I do feel like
within
the
a
undead
bay.
hand of
Ah,
Rhiannoc is like
Monil.
reaching out to us. I
Oh,
feel like she
funky
was
sort.
waiting on the other side for all of those Sims who passed away in the
Damoy.
plague to come to her.
Benny
I feel like
Sigafus.
she's trying to creep her way back in. And
Ah,
originally I had thought that
Roshpa.
perhaps when Kieran passed away
Quas.
would be the
Onyab.
moment that
Well,
Oh,
that she
Volcanothoi.
came back, but I'm not
Zaborf.
sure. I don't know that it's
uh-huh.
like the right time yet, you
Sanavarsamis.
know? So
Omkaro.
you guys have to let me know what you
Miara
think about
Hanazu.
when she's coming back
Isai.
and why she's coming back. Because
Aw.
oh, cute.
Hey!
Because I don't really know. I
Sardu.
don't really know what the answer is
Ushi.
gonna be. They're just so
Ah,
cute. He wants to cuddle on the
Dorama.
couch. You're adorable. You're an adorable guy. They're being so respectful with each other, huh? That's not a couch. Do you guys know what a couch is? But Morel, do you mind terribly going ahead and making some food for us? We're only two people, but we still need to eat, don't we? And as for you, A, do you mind? Actually, I do need you to go out and get firewood. Because in my game now, we have to have firewood. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Nom.
But I don't, yeah,
Ah.
I don't really know about what's going on with Rhiannoc. I just know that she is trying to come back, and I do feel like she's making some progress. I don't really know precisely what that means, you know? So it's a little bit scary, a little bit intimidating, and I don't know how to move forward. So please help. Please help. Speaking of please helping, if you don't mind, go over on Patreon and vote for whoever should be. Oh my gosh. So these airplanes, have you guys
Nyavuya.
noticed that they autonomously stop doing everything else they're supposed to do and instead throw the paper airplanes? Because I certainly have. Anyways, please vote for who Esmond should marry because I've got no idea at all. I don't know who he should marry. You can put that away if you don't mind. Actually, since we're here and I'm just waiting around anyways, no available oven. Oh, it used to be here, I can tell. Weird. So in this version of the save file, A hasn't met his neighbors, the Pains. Um, how did he meet Dagny? Anyways, he hasn't met the Pains, and so I think that soon we will have him go ahead and meet the Pains, as well as his other extended family, like the Greystrokes, because it's nice for them to have a sense of community. But that won't be this episode, I don't think, because I am not ready to see Esmond's sad face after everything that he's lost, you know? I'm just kind of trying to avoid visiting there. Why would you go to that one? The sink is so much closer. Can you tell me a reason for your actions, lady? He and his sister, I didn't realize until I was doing some pictures for them, but look at how big their noses are. I mean, I think their noses are very cute, but like they do have pretty big
Abazir.
noses. Oh, she's coming over and being
Afwash.
flirty. She's like, "Hey,
She.
husband, hey.
Serga Blue.
You sure are a funny girl."
Schmazzle.
You can
Wonderfish.
whisper to him. But this lot has a wild history. Oh, who's over here? Can I be nosy? I think that's who is that running? Oh, it's Aldrich Eyebrows of Haredale because he's afraid of the dark, but he doesn't look very afraid. And not only that, but also it's not dark. And then Esmond's over here being, oh, it's because of that werewolf being so sad. Look at him, little sad guy. Who's the werewolf, if you don't mind me asking? I have a feeling that's Liv, to be honest with you. Oh, no, it's not Liv. Okay, cool. I don't know how he knows Dagny, to be honest, and I find it a little bit unnerving that he does. Do you want to maybe go to the bathroom and apply some facial cleanser just in case? As for you, do you want to go and, I don't know, get some leftovers? You're probably, well, you are hungry. So, yeah, they have their little life starting here that is going pretty well for now. But we all know that Rionaka is coming back. It's only a matter of time. So, we all can live in fear of that. Sure, go to this one. That's perfect. Love that for us. We all know it's happening, we just don't know exactly when. So, anyways, this has been a wild episode to record. It has felt pretty wacky. So I hope that it came out okay. But in the background, the things that have happened are that there were two babies who were born. One was Gunther Stenson's newest daughter. He seems to be prone to daughters. She was successful. His wife was totally fine. And they named her Inez. Very cute. Kennard Jacobson and his wife, however, had yet another baby try. It was a son. And to be honest, the hope to carry forward the Jacobson name, unfortunately, the son didn't survive. So Kennard has one baby try left. And if he is not successful and or if it is not a boy, the Jacobson name has officially run its course and there will be no more Jacobsons left, which is wild. Over at Beatrix Amboise' house, her son, Antoine, named after his now deceased father, became an infant successfully. At the Fitzroy house, Guy, the youngest, became a toddler successfully. And the Greystroke line had lots of kids become children today. For James Greystroke's home, the twins, Tatum and Gilbert, became children successfully. But for Aldrich or Eyebrows of Harrowdale, his daughter Mary failed her role. However, Grimm was convinced to give her back, so that was pretty lucky. And for the adults, Joan de Fenwick became an adult successfully, as did Bess Christensen, though the Smith home is very sad, very sad. But anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this part. As always, let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.